Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to get £100/dollars a day trading meme coins. Alright, so these are the three things you are going to need if you want to make $100 a day. Alright, so the first thing is $100. You need $100 to basically trade with. Yeah, that's first thing. Second thing is you need an Axiom account. Yeah, you need an Axiom account. Axiom is probably the best trading, it is the best meme coin trading platform out there, I can't lie. And the last thing you need is patience. Patience. Yeah, those are the three things. If you haven't got one of these three things, forget about it. Go get a job, download Axiom, and start meditating if you need some patience. All right, cool. Let's go over the maths behind this before I even get into the strategy, because you need to understand the maths. It needs to be in your head like, right, okay, I actually understand that, and I am actually gonna do that maths when I am trading. All right, so the maths is, yeah, we are gonna be trading with $100 each trade. Everyone's like, right, that's a bit like risky or whatever. It is if you don't know the strategy. If you know the strategy, it's not really a risk. Not really a risk, bro. Anyway, $100 per trade, yeah? How do we make $100 from $100? Well, we need to make 100%. Correct. 100%. And how do we make 100%? Okay, well, we can make 100% by doing one trade of 100%. Okay, but that's a bit difficult. That is a bit difficult, you know what I mean? So we're probably not going to do that, but we could do two trades with 50%. Okay, that's all right, but that's still a bit hard, you know what I mean? Because, you know, 50% is still a bit of a big percentage, but we could break that down again. We could do 3 trades with 33%. Okay, I quite like that, to be fair. I feel like I can make 33% on a trade pretty easily, actually. Very easily. And we could break it down again. 4 trades with 25%. Easy. So easy. But the thing is, what one do you think I'm going to pick? Definitely not this one. Definitely not the one trade 100%, because that is a bit difficult. 2 trades with 50% could do, but that's still a bit risky, you know what I mean? So it's out of these two, and out of these two, I'm gonna pick this one, yeah, because with the 4 trades, it's a bit there's more risk, because the more trades you go in, the more chances you have to fail on that trade, if that makes sense. Free trades with 33%, I feel like that is the sweet spot. So basically, we need to make 3 trades a day, 33%, yeah? And you lot thinking, okay, well, easier said than done. Now, this is where the strategy actually comes into play. All right, so going into this strategy, yeah, you need to think to yourself, okay, I need to make 3 trades today with 33%. Bearing in mind, this is just your trading session. This isn't over, you know, an hour, half an hour, you know what I mean? This is in 3 tradings. This is in the whole day. You need to make 3 trades the whole day. Easy. And this is what I mean by you need patience. You definitely need some patience. Yeah. So let's move on to the strategy now. Also, just a quick one. If you do want to become a better trader and you want basically this strategy like broken down more in detail, I am doing one-to-ones where basically I'll teach you how to trade. I'll teach you everything you need that you'll need to know to become a successful meme coin trader. That goes down to setting up your Twitter, tracking certain amounts of wallets, you know, doing certain strategies, you know, telling you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong, and basically fast tracking you to become a profitable trader, because at the end of the day, we all want to make money, and you know what I mean, and you don't want to waste money. And also, in terms of wasting money, you lot probably think, well, why am I going to give you £35? And yes, the one-to-one sessions for an hour are £35. I'm not charging £150 like, you know, all of these other traders, because at the end of the day, you know what I mean, like £35 nothing, and I kind of like to teach people and help people make money. Obviously, I'm not going to give it away for free. Well, I kind of am by doing this YouTube channel, But yeah, if you do want to become a successful meme coin trader, my email is in the description box below. So just email that email, and you know, we can have a conversation and you know, go from there. All right, cool. So we are on Axiom at the moment. So we've got the £100, we've got the Axiom account. Now we just need patience. Yeah, patience. So the strategy is you can look at final stretch, but I wouldn't recommend that because it's not as safe. Migrated, very, very safe. You do get some scam coins here, but you need to learn how to identify the scam coins first. But anyway, that is another video for another day. But anyway, the strategy is you look at migrated. You look at basically a good bit of volume with the matches a good market cap. This is okay, but not a bit of me. I'm not. We can have a little look. Yeah, look, dead. You know, this looks more dead than, I don't know, a dead person. You know what I mean? Dead. All right, cool. Destroying my Rolls Royce. Pretty interesting. Oh, see, the strategy worked, and I didn't even get to jump in. Okay, so basically what the strategy was is you look for, all right, oh my god, that is pumping. Anyway, the strategy was you need to basically wait for, so you need to find a nice coin, yeah, and you basically need to wait for price to drop down to a big zone, yeah. A big support zone was here, easy as day. The support zone was here, and it shot up, whatever, and then it trickled all the way down, and then it rested on this line beautifully. And let's just see how much that would have made. I think there's more than 33%. Wow, 70%, 70% right there off of a couple candles. And this is what I mean by you need to be patient, yeah, because normally people would see this and be like, oh, it's a sick narrative. Oh my god, it dropped here, so I'm gonna buy. No, we are looking for big support levels, yeah. Where's the pen? This is a kind of a big support level, but nothing crazy. You know, that isn't really, we are basically waiting for like a good, like, I don't know, 40% decrease, which this is a 46% decrease, plus it hit the pretty big support level, and yeah, 70% easy. But don't get it twisted, yeah. You need to be very, very cautious when doing this, yeah, because you don't want to buy willy-nilly. You got to wait for the trades to come to you. You know what I mean? Got to wait for the trades to come to you. But this is a beautiful example, actually, beautiful example, because even if you looked at here, okay, cool, it shot up, yeah, and it went all the way down. It went all the way down. So we could have looked, so say if this whole bit wasn't a thing, yeah, and it's going down, yeah, well, we could look for major support levels. So what did it react to? Okay, it reacted to here. How would you have known that it would have reacted to here? You wouldn't have known, kind of thing, but you would have been able to draw out some support levels. Support levels, that's a big support level. This is a kind of a support level as well, but so is this as well. This is support level. It didn't, I mean, it kind of reacted to it, but not really. You know what I mean? It bounced support level, and then it sort of hit here and went back up, but then it just shat itself. But then it hit this support level here, and then it rose all the way up. So even if we did take a trade on that one, let me just get rid of that so you know which support level I'm talking about. So support level was created here. It touched this, and let's just see how much it made. 80%, and this is why you have to be patient, yeah. You need to wait for the trades to come to you. Yeah, very nice example. I quite like this, to be fair. Sick narrative as well, destroying my Rolls Royce. Who doesn't like, you know, all of that stuff? But it's not just looking at the charts. You need to look at basically the token information, the holders, but that's a topic for another day. I'm just showing you the strategy. All right, cool. This is going to be the last example before I actually, you know, stop this video. But anyway, overnight in Trampoline Park seems pretty cool. Stream very, very cool. So in this strategy, you are waiting for a dip. Buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. Okay, so it shot up instantly. This level here, a key support level, key support, because you know it's kind of made a floor. It's kind of made a floor. Also here, I'm going to put it roughly here, actually, yeah. Obviously, it's tap, 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 tap. You don't want to do it right at the floor because it never really reaches, like, the bottom of the floor. It kind of reaches, like, zones, you know what I mean? It might tap to the top of the zone or the bottom of the zone. I like to put the basically the price in the middle. That's just what I've found success with. All right, this is a hard zone to sort of mark out because it's gradually, like, chipped up. So what I do is I put it, like, in the middle, like here. Maybe a little bit higher here. And what we're waiting is for basically price to dip down here. This is a kind of a hot coin. So you need to sort of know, like, what price do you think is going to hit. Obviously, patience is a virtue. I have to say that again. All right, me personally, I think it'll probably hit this price, do a reaction. It'll probably go like this. It'll probably go down. And then that might be a 20%. That even might be a 33%, which we are looking for. But to be absolutely sure, my hypothesis is it'll probably do that. And then it'll probably do that higher. Oh, get off. So yeah, each level is gonna have a bounce, but remember, you need patience. You can't just do loads and loads of price points and hopefully it's gonna, you know, bounce off one of them. You need to have absolute certainty or a lot of confidence that it's gonna do at least a 33% on that bounce. I'm very confident here. Here will probably be a good 33% minimum. You know what I mean? Off this. And what is a 33% from this price point? It's here. So it literally, this whole gap is 33%, which is nothing compared to the actual whole chart, you know what I mean? But yeah, that is the strategy for today, boys. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, I'm out.